Hey everyone, welcome back to Nurse Love Addiction. Last time we went ahead with the plan to try to win over Kaede more, and it led us into some pretty awkward / amusing situations, all which seemed to worry Kaede as she confronted us about them, or tried to confront us about them. We got a little insight from SIgh, some insight that was confirmed by now. And at the moment, Asuka is struggling with the idea of actually loving Kaede and what love means. So, without delaying any longer, I'm not feeling sleepy at all after going to bed. I'm tossing and turning in my bed. I'm pretty sure it must be past midnight already. There's school tomorrow too, so I really need to sleep. The room feels so dark around me.
Sensei.
I really wonder if I love her or if I don't.
先生にはずっと憧れてた。それだけじゃなくて、いろんな顔の先生を見て可愛いって思ったりして。キスされたら心地よくて、お付き合いすることになったら嬉しくて楽しくて。辞職願い、昔の彼女からの手紙。あれ見たら元さやに戻るんじゃってハラハラしたり。
Isn't all that love?
わかんないよ。
If that isn't love,
好きって何なの
？Though I do realize this much.
私、まだ先生に好きって言ったことない。
That's probably the answer. And it's finally Christmas Eve.
よし。
The winter holiday has already started. Today, Miss Kaede and I are having a date. She's been busy with the midterm exams, so I haven't spent any time with her for a while. But in fact, I've been running away from her a little. Since that day, I've been somewhat withdrawn from her.
お姉ちゃん。
Now has opened the window and calls out to me from inside the room.
頑張ってね。なおちゃん。
I've brought the envelope with me in my bag. The letter of resignation, or rather, the letter from Miss Kaede's ex-girlfriend. The love letter containing her feelings for Miss Kaede. It shouldn't have been in my possession in the first place. Whatever the outcome, I don't have the right to have this envelope in my possession.
どんな結果っていうか、結果は見えてるんだけどさ。手紙返したら。じゃあ、行ってきます。
I wave at Now and take off.
先生との待ち合わせは駅前。アスカ。
Oh wow, look, the station's like all done up Christmassy. We don't have the girls standing here anymore. They probably finally went home. They were there for a long time. Got 2 new people here. I like all this new Christmassy stuff. I mean, it makes sense because it's Christmas Eve and all that. Miss Kaede has already arrived. It hasn't been that long since I last saw her, but it does feel that way. Miss Kaede flashes me her angelic smile.
あ、待ちました。いいえ、今来たところよ。これベタなやりとりね。
Looking at Miss Kaede's smile up close, it's almost enough to break my will. I'd taken so long to work up the courage, and just like that, it's almost gone. And I was so ready to do the right thing.
手紙返さなきゃいけないのに。
To its rightful owner, to Miss Kaede.
返したら先生はきっと言っちゃう。彼女 女のところへ。
I thought I had already accepted that fate. I can't utter a single word.
どうしたのアスカ。なんでもないです。
My voice sounds a little nasal.
いつ返そう、いつ渡そう、早い方がいいのかな。でも渡しちゃったら。
Yeah, this is like a really bad time to think about giving it back to her. It will mean the end of our relationship.
デートの終わりでいいかな。
I'm not an angel after all.
それじゃあ行きましょうか。今日は学校の話は抜きで。ね。
I managed to smile pretty naturally, I think.
カラオケなんて来るのずいぶん久しぶりだわ。あ、そうなんですか？
I mean, we'd have to end up here at some point or another. It just wouldn't be Nurse Love Addiction if we didn't find ourselves doing a little karaoke on the Kaede route. Having gone for a stroll around the central area, we enter the karaoke building.
アスカはよく？テストが終わった後とかにグループのみんなで打ち上げとか。へえ、若者らしいわね。先生はあんまり？そうね、なかなか縁がなかったというのもあるけれど。縁？お休みの日とかもだいたい家にいるし。そうでした。
I was aware of that. Whenever I've been seeing Miss Kaede on days off, we've just been staying at home. And when we do go out of the house, it's usually just to have some food somewhere. Since I was simply happy to be able to spend time with Miss Kaede, I never really minded. Well, that Asuka sounds like love to me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Happy to be with her, regardless of what you're doing or where you are. That sounds like love to me.
こんなちゃんとデートしたデートって初めてなんだ。先生、何か歌ってみます？私はよくわからないから。
Oh, please tell me we get to hear Kaede do some bad karaoke. That would make my day.
まあまあ、久しぶりの先生にまずは一曲。ゆっくり選んでくれていいですよ。私ドリンク取ってきます。
Having said that, I stand up.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, don't worry about it.
いえいえ、慣れてるんで。
Smiling brightly, I leave the room. I enter the hallway and lightly lean on the closed door behind my
ど
back.
うしよう。泣きそう。
As I come back into the room with the drinks, Miss Kaede has just finished entering a song.
お待たせ。ありがとう。古い歌だけど笑わないでね。笑わないよ。すごい真剣に聞きます。それはやめて。
As she's still saying this, the intro starts playing. Miss Kaede takes the microphone and stands up.
この歌知ってる？
Wait, really? Asuka, how do you know this song? I remember hearing this song a long time ago, about the time when I was in elementary school or junior high school. I'm kind of sad it stopped playing. Why wouldn't the song keep playing? It used to be extremely popular. It's a sweet love song. Do we not get to hear Kaede sing? Though it's been such a long time since she's sung karaoke, she still seems to remember all the lyrics, since she's singing with her eyes closed. Or it just turns out Kaede is an incredibly good singer. So I can stare at Miss Kaede's face as she sings.
私先生が好きだ。
This thought gently bubbles up into my mind as I'm looking at Miss Kaede's singing face. Oh, and I had just made up my mind to return the letter to her.
ダメ、泣いちゃう。こらえないと。アスカ、どうしたの？
Miss Kaede has stopped singing and is looking at me. I shake my head in an expression between laughing and crying.
大丈夫です。何でもないです。でも先生の歌が胸に染みただけっす。感動ものっす。
I've been wondering this whole time about the meaning of love, and this never even crossed my mind.
分かったよ、なおちゃん。好きって涙だよね。
This irresistible feeling of your heart being squeezed as you merely look at someone. It's not as simple as just getting along or having fun with someone, but when you can cry by just thinking about someone, that's what love is.
ああ、今日で最後って思った日に分かっちゃうなんてさ。
Or maybe it's exactly because of that. After singing karaoke, we take to the train to visit a nearby town, having some food together and do some window shopping. As if it all happened in an instant, it's already nighttime. We take the train again to come back home.
楽しかった。もうこんな時間だね、先生。楽しいと時間が過ぎるのも早いわ。じゃあそろそろお開きというところで。
As I'm saying this, Miss Kaede interjects.
待って、その前に。大事なことを忘れてたわ。クリスマスプレゼント用意してあるの。
Miss Kaede reaches inside her bag as she says this. A Christmas present. Well, me too. I also brought something for her in my bag. I was planning to give it to her at the end of the date.
待って待って、先生。
Flustered, I stop her.
だってそんなものもらったら。
I'll be so happy I'll lose my nerve.
何？アスカ？あ、いえ。その私も用意してるんで、先に私から。
I take my bag in my hands. I open the zipper and put my hand inside. I immediately feel the envelope and hold it in between my fingers.
驚くと思いますよ。すごいプレゼントなんで。
Asuka, you shouldn't talk it up like this. This just is gonna make it worse. This is how it has to happen.
私そうなの？一体どんなものかしら？
Her angelic smile. I let go of the envelope. No, Asuka!
やっぱり無理。
No! Girl, you gotta give it to her. It's not right. You know it's not right.
アスカ？
I just can't return the envelope to her. I don't want to show her that letter. It's just too scary.
ごめんなさい。用意したつもりだったんだけど、忘れてきちゃったみたい。ほら。どうせ大したものじゃなかったん
Well,
だ。
don't say that! That's the worst thing you could say.
そんなこと言って。
See, well, at least Kaede's got your back. Miss Kaede smiles wryly.
じゃあ私からのプレゼントね。はい。
Miss Kaede hands me a cute scarf as she says this.
あ、これって ではないわね、残念ながら。そんなスキルは持ってないもの。うん、でも嬉しいです。私からもまた。
Miss Kaede nods at me with a smile, and I smile back. When suddenly, my stomach's needs are making themselves heard. I press my stomach. Well, we did walk a lot today. Miss Kaede looks at me.
レストランで食事でもして帰りましょうか。
Of course, I don't have any objections to that.
それじゃあ行きましょうか。
And I don't realize it until after dinner, until after saying goodbye to Miss Kaede. I don't realize it until I've come home to the dorm.
ない。
The resignation letter? Did you drop it? Did you lose it? I mean, you had it before you went to the restaurant. Maybe that thing just likes to grow legs and go for a walk every once in a while. That's why Kaede's always dropping it or losing it. I'm looking inside my bag. It was definitely in there since I touched it while I was standing in front of Miss Kaede.
なくなってる。
For a moment, I asked myself where it could have gone. But my question is immediately answered.
先生だ。
Wait, Asuka, how? Be logical. Would she, take it out of your bag when you weren't looking? When you went up to go to the bathroom? I mean, probably. Or possibly. But would Kaede be the type to just take it back? How would she know you even had it in the first place, Asuka? Unless this is some huge charade, which is really ridiculous at this point. I mean, you two are just meant for each other then. There's no other possibility. But if that's the case...
知ってたんだ、先生。私が封筒を持ってたこと。
Could she have known while acting that she didn't? But why? Could it have been that...
私が返すのを待ってた。
Maybe she'd been waiting for me the whole time to bring it up without pursuing it herself.
そっか。そうなんだ。
The fact that the envelope disappeared from my bag without giving it back to her myself.
そっかそっか。そういうことだ。なんだ。そっか。
I don't know if I buy that. I don't know what else could have happened to it. But I have a hard time believing that Kaede's known this whole time and hasn't brought it up to Asuka. Because if this was a quote-unquote test, then that's just bad. That's just bad. I understand the situation. It's strange how I understand so quickly when I'm usually quite the blockhead. I'm certain about it. Yes, there's no mistake.
私は先生の心を手に入れるのに。
Well, you two are certainly similar. You both like to beat around the bush and play games if this is truly what happened. And I wish you'd just talk about it like mature adults do when you have relationship problems. But my own heart is feeling strangely calm. And just as I had imagined, Miss Kaede has reunited with her ex-girlfriend. What? Really? And the seasons go on changing. Okay. I'll stop talking so we can just figure out what the fuck happened. I find myself waking up at 4 a.m. I open my mouth for a little yawn as I'm lying in bed. Lying next to me, Miss Kaede is breathing in a steady, sleeping rhythm. Right.
変な時間に起きちゃったな。
Why are you waking up next to Miss Kaede? Next to Kaede if she's with her girlfriend again? I wonder why. I get out of bed to go to the toilet. Or at least I try to.
寒い。
forget that I was sleeping naked. Morning temperatures during autumn are pretty chilly for the naked skin.
そっか、昨日先生と
Kinky
そのまま
things?
寝ちゃったから。パジャマパジャマ。
I slowly reach out my hand. My pajamas are next to my pillow. I pull them back under the covers. I manage to squirm myself into them while still under the sheets. I'd feel bad for Miss Kaede if I woke her up, but she's looking sound asleep. Good. I slip out from the covers, for real this time. As I look at Miss Kaede, I notice that she's probably wearing her pajamas, or her tracksuit rather.
おかしいな。一緒にお休みなさいしたはずなのに。
I feel like this must be a dream. Well, we were still both naked. Well, I suppose that means that when I was already asleep, Miss Kaede slipped out of bed once to put her tracksuit on. I wouldn't have minded if she had said something.
まあいっか。
Just as I incidentally lower my eyes, I discover little scratch marks on my chest just above my pajama top. Miss Kaede must have left these marks with her nails.
こういうの嬉しいって思っちゃうの変態かな。
I know Miss Kaede has this tendency, especially when she's busy with work, when she's got a lot of pent-up stress.
きっと背中とか見えないとこにも。
As I'm thinking these things to myself,
おっと、おトイレおトイレ。
reminded of why I got out of bed, I head to the toilet. I return to the room and go back under the sheets.
あ、そうだ。忘れてた。
I pick up my smartphone while still under the sheets. I open the calendar, making sure the light isn't shining in Miss Kaide's direction. I think for a moment, and then touch yesterday's date. I touch the registration button and place a heart mark on yesterday's date.
これでよし。
I've been doing this ever since I first spent time with Miss Kaede like this. It's so cheesy that I haven't told anyone about it.
先生にも内緒。いやー、だってさすがに恥ずかしいですし。だいたい1年くらいかな。
I slide the calendar up to check back in time. There's been on average about 1 heart mark per week and 3 at maximum.
全然飽きない。飽きてない。それどころか、もっとって。
It's amazing. I really think that's amazing.
やっぱり私と先生って相性がいいんだ。嬉しいな。
Oh, just to be clear, let me repeat myself. Oh, please, Asuka, because you've been nothing but clear in this whole scene. Miss Kaede did reunite with her ex-girlfriend after Christmas last year. Oh, you meant reunite like in a casual way, didn't you? You misleading... Ugh, really? I fall asleep with my smartphone still in hand. When I wake up, Miss Kaede isn't lying in bed anymore.
先生。
But I still feel like this is a time skip. Is it not? Or is this... Because we went home. I don't... I lazily drag myself upright. I don't see her in the room either, but then I hear the sound of footsteps coming this way from the hallway. Miss Kaede opens the door and enters the room.
起きてたの？おはよう、アスカ。おはよう、先生。
She's already dressed to go to school.
もう準備済ませてるの？早いね。今朝は教員会議があるのを忘れていたのよ。早く行かないといけないの。そっか。アスカはのんびり登校すればいいわ。鍵はいつものところにお願い。入れとく。
Miss Kaede has already entered work mode, so there's no trace left of last night's atmosphere. Absent-mindedly, I'm watching from the bed as Miss Kaede is moving busily through the room, getting ready to go. I kind of feel like calling out to her.
ねえ、夕べは激しかったね、先生。
Don't spook her, Asuka! Miss Kaede's face instantly turns red.
もうやめて、恥ずかしいでしょ。だって恥ずかしがってる先生可愛いんだもん。からかわないで。
There's a frown on her forehead, and she looks slightly troubled.
それじゃあ私はそろそろ行くわね。うん、行ってらっしゃい。あ、そうだ。今度はいつ会えるのかな。え、そうね。
Miss Kaede seems to be thinking about it. When can we meet? If it were just meeting each other, in fact, we see each other almost every day at school. But that's not what I mean. I'm talking about private time like this. I'm talking about spending special time with her like last night.
次は何日待てば。ここのところ学校も忙しいし。うん、知ってる。
Something weird is going on. I don't know what it is, and that makes me uncomfortable.
あっちにも顔を出す約束をしているからしばらくは無理かもしれないわね。
So maybe the reunite. Someone explain to me what the hell is going on right now between the three of you. Go see her. That means.
彼女のところ。
Shit! So that was okay. My first instinct was correct. Okay, so what? So Kaede's then like cheating on her girlfriend, this KM, with us? That's shitty, Kaede. Asuka, why are we accepting this? Is this the bad end?
ええ。
Is this the fucking... Did I just get the bad end? It's cause I chose not to talk about the resignation letter with her back in that choice back in a couple videos ago. It's probably why, because I decided to respect her privacy. I should never learn. I should learn already that this game does not want me to consider other people's feelings. It's never been that kind of game. Or I guess it's not that difficult. Miss Kaede went back into a relationship with her, but even so, I still wanted to spend time with Miss Kaede. So we chose having merely a physical relationship.
二人きりで過ごしている時間は先生は私だけを見てくれる。
Oh, Asuka, you deserve better.
私も先生だけを見る。それで十分。そこに心がなくても体だけでもつながっていられるなら。
That sounds depressing.
先生を感じられるなら私は幸せなんだよ。
There was only one condition, that I mustn't be possessive.
それじゃあ
Miss Kaede leaves the room.
アスカもまだ余裕あるって言っても学校遅刻しないようにね。先生。
I stop her. Huh, I wonder why. I wonder why I did that. I could have just waved her out with a smile on my face. What I should really do right now, what I should do is act like an adult and act as if last night never happened.
それだけなのに。先生。アスカ？行ってきますのキスして。え？してほしいな。
I've never said this to her in the morning, because night has already passed, and that's the only time when Miss Kaede is mine.
うん。
Miss Kaede is looking at me. I can't read from her eyes what she's thinking. Maybe she's upset that I broke the rule of not being possessive. But then Miss Kaede speaks.
わかったわ。
Miss Kaede comes to me. As I'm still sitting on the bed in my sleepwear, she gently pushes me down on the bed.
先生に触れられたとこ気持ちいい。
And then Miss Kaede slowly brings her face closer to mine. We kiss each other. Though I've already lost count of how many times we've kissed, her kisses are still so sweet even now. I feel as if I'm about to melt. It's making me feel so fuzzy, happy and warm.
でもなんで
It's strange. It was a sugar sweet kiss with Miss Kaede, so it should have satisfied me.
なんで私
Why do I...
こんな泣きそうになってるんだろう
I feel like a child that's lost her mother.
白衣性愛情依存症
Well, that was depressing. Oh, Asuka, you deserve so much better than that. So don't worry. Next time, we'll get you your good end. And it will be a nice end to the series, because we'll be ending with Kaede's good end instead of Kaede's bad end, which honestly wouldn't have been as great in my opinion. Not much to say about that one, though. It was pretty straightforward. But hey, now we just got the good end to look forward to. So, as always, thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care.